What is going on, dudes? Dude Semi-Modular, and welcome to a $700 editing PC for the month of June of 2016. So this is $700. It's a solid computer. I'm actually using an AMD processor, believe it or not, because they're cheaper, and for programs such as like Photoshop and stuff like that, editing software, it'll get the job done, especially with its 6 cores. I'm gonna mention that soon, and because we need a lot of RAM because it is an editing computer. So I'm not investing a lot into the CPU and the GPU, but more into the RAM itself. Alright, for the CPU, we're using the AMD FX 6300 from AMD, of course. So that's going to run you about $95. It's a 6-core CPU, it has a base clock of 3.5 gigahertz, a boost clock of 4.1 gigahertz. It's a very cheap CPU for 95 bucks, delivers great performance for editing programs such as Photoshop, and has a lot of threads for multitasking. Alright, for the CPU cooler, we're using a Cooler Master Hyper 212 Evo. This is going to run you about $30. It's a very cheap CPU cooler, 30 bucks. I mean, come on. Can't get much better than that. It's fan operated and allows for overclocking. This is like one of the top of line fan coolers, and it's only 30 bucks. So it keeps your CPU vastly cooler than the stock AMD cooler. It's easy to install and very simple, and it's very lightweight. Alright, for the motherboard, we're using the MSI 970A-G43 AM3 Plus. That is a handful to say, but yeah. It's a motherboard from MSI. It's going to run you about $70. It's got a lot of expansion slots like PCIe, so it's got 2 PCIe slots. We only need 1 because we're using 1 GPU, but if you ever want to run SLI in the future, it has that. Has everything we need for this build. Contains built-in one-click overclocking. It's basic, but it gets the job done for the price. So for our memory today, we're using 32 gigabytes of Corsair Vengeance Pro. We're actually using DDR3 RAM because this is a slightly older build, and DDR3 was the top of its lowest of its price for that time. So this is going to run you $195 or $194 to be exact. It's the core of the build. This is what's going to cost you the most out of the entire build. 32 gigabytes of RAM. That is so much RAM. That is more than enough RAM for programs such as Sony Vegas, Adobe Photoshop, Cinema 4D, Adobe After Effects, and many more. It's the Pro series, so it's very fast RAM. It's 2133 megahertz RAM actually. For the storage today, we're using the Western Digital Caviar Black 1TB. This is $75. It's fast, it's reliable, and it's a great hard drive. I use this in plenty of my other builds. It's got plenty of room for extra games, photos, videos, and whatever else you want. The Black series has more cache than the Blue series, and programs load even faster than the standard HDD. That's why it's like $25 more, but I think it's worth it for a build like this. For the graphics card today, we're using the Asus GTX 950. This is $160. It's a cheap card because this is not a game computer, it's an editing one, but it's still capable of gaming at 1080p. You can run most games at medium to high settings on games such as Overwatch, CSGO, and many more at over 60 FPS. It allows for GPU rendering in Sony Vegas and Adobe After Effects, so that's one of the main reasons I'm getting this card. It comes with NVIDIA GeForce Experience and Shadowplay for no lag recording if you ever want to record gameplay, or you're recording your screen for like doing edits and stuff. It's a great pickup for this editing build. For the power supply today, we're using the Corsair CX430M. This is $32. It's a very reliable CPU, PSU. I don't know why I said CPU. Very reliable PSU from Corsair. It's 430 watts, which is plenty of power for this build. Even allows for some slight upgrades in the future. People always thinking, oh, you need 500, you need 600, 700 watts, alright? A computer like this probably only needs like 200 to 300 watts, 300 watts max or something. So 430 is plenty of that. I get some comments and statements saying, oh, why are you using so much power? I mean, that's all you need, right? And you can even add upgrades in the future for more fans and hard drives and stuff like that. Semi-Modular, so it keeps cable clutter management to a minimum. 80 plus bronze, so it's very efficient power. And last but not least, we're using Corsair 100R for a case/chassis today. This is about $50. It's a sleek case from Corsair. It's a great price, 50 bucks. Window on the side to show off your sexy build. It's a mid-tower case, so a standard case. Supports USB 3.0 ports. It's cable management, which is very nice with the case, so everything is clean and tidy. We'll fit everything we put in this case, and it even fits an extra GPU if you want one. Got a lot of attachments or spots, a lot of attachment spots, which allow for great airflow. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this build. This is a great $700 editing PC. I'm doing a time lapse on this. I built this for my friend Griffin. I'll put his channel link in the description. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to rate, comment, subscribe. Next time. Alright.